guys, I'm Alex Mann. I am a rigging artist. Um, I've recently sort of been into this ribbon rig that I've been working on, and sort of working on ways to make it all nice and stuff. And as sort of a matter of course, it uses a lot of different nodes that are the same, but like mildly different, and then you have to make lots and lots and lots of different connections. And um, the problem with that is obviously that it just takes forever. You'd have to grab the input, wait for it to open, put it into the output into input, and then you have to do it for all of them. If I wanted to connect this node to all of these, one of the better ways to do it with the UI would probably be to use the connection editor, and the fact that this is probably the best way through UI that is offered in Maya is kind of telling. You'd still have to open each of these, you'd still have to click each of them and find them, and it's just it's hard to look at. And if you wanted to connect, an output from here to here, then you have to select all of these and load them all in, and all of these, and of course when you select them like that, they don't always come in order, so you'd have to go and find them by number, or write a script. And that's sort of actually what I did, is I wrote scripts every time I needed to make large connections like this, and they'd sometimes not work, and sometimes they would not, they'd work, but you wouldn't tell. They would not work, but you couldn't tell that they weren't working, so that would cause some issues. And yeah, it was just a pain in the butt. So I wrote this little tool here. It's called Easy Connect, to deal with these sort of situations. And I think it's pretty cool, and I just wanted to share it with you guys because it's actually turned out to be way useful. So I'll just get right into it. So you got the source object section and this destination object section. You just grab a selection of nodes, you hit add to add it into the source objects, and you can grab another selection to add it into the destination objects. And then if you wanted to connect one input to all these outputs, you just, for this one, you just do output, because it's just an add node. So you do have to know a little bit about what you're connecting, or you can just grab a selection in the channel box, input 2x, and I can hit add, or I can load it into this one over here, and I can make edits and then add it. So if I wanted to make it actually input 2y, I can just add like that, and then I can remove like that. So then I just hit go and put voila, connects. So that's cool. Hit reset. For this situation, you can also grab selections in order, and it's sometimes easier to do that through the outliner. If you wanted to grab, make sure these are on by number. Oh, and then it does them out of order here anyways. But in any case, you can grab in an order like that, and then grab another selection set, and it'll connect them in order. So if I do that, add those, and I want the output X, and I want the input, or value X. Here we go. And I just hit go, and it'll make all those connections just right across. But okay, what if you didn't have them in any order? And that's kind of the default for the Maya node editor. When you grab a selection, even if they're in order when you select them and you add them in, they just follow no human logic at all. And also when you make selections like this, and you grab a selection like that, I think it probably, maybe if you lock these, I don't know, it just sort of selects them left to right, I think. See if that's close. No, not so much. Well, yeah, no human logic involved. So if I select all those and select all these and hit add, then it doesn't put them in order in any helpful way. So what I added was this little selector, this little token selector. Gives you a little preview down here of which token it is. So if you set it to 0, then it'll get this first value between each underscore. And if you set this to 1, it'll get the second value, etc. And the one we want is 3. That's the number value here. And we'll grab, it's this one. And then we set this one to also 3. And then we have the numbers, and it'll try to attempt to connect them by the numbers, and that way we can sort of hop over this little issue. And so we do output x, add that in, and then we'll just hit value x, add that in. And by the way, you can also add multiple values on this side if you wanted to create a connection between output x and all of these, or if you wanted to take output y, you can double click this, it'll load it into here, hit y, add it in, output z, add it in, and it'll connect straight across that way. So I can just go like that, and it'll connect this one to all 3 of these. So yeah, and it'll just connect according to the token number that you have selected here. So that's sort of a nice little feature, I think. But yeah, that's sort of what this does and how it works, and I hope you guys enjoy it and find it useful. If you have any suggestions or comments or anything like that, just let me know, and you can shoot me an email or leave a comment, and I'll get to it. Thank you all, and hope you guys have a great day.